Hello and welcome to another Bushwhacker review. Today we are going to be taking a look at something a little different. We're going to be taking a look at this set of 143 scale Formula 1 diecast from Burago. These have kind of been blowing up the whole, diecast scene lately. Everyone's been finding these at Target. And it's just so random that they just kind of, we just have Formula 1 diecast in Target all of a sudden and 143 scale at that. A few of them kind of popped up, it was a year ago. It was I'm pretty sure the same Ferrari and Mercedes, but the Red Bulls were a different Red Bull. It was the Red Bull where before Oracle was on the full side pod. So as far as I'm aware, the Ferraris and the Mercedes didn't change, but the Red Bulls did. But I don't know. I wouldn't even be able to tell you exactly which race or which year exactly all these are from, just because I'm not really a Formula 1 fan, but I do like diecast. So why don't we just hop right into it? We'll start with George Russell's number 63 Mercedes, and they did a fantastic job on the metallic silver on the Mercedes. In person, they look insane. I wish Lionel could, pull off some metallic like that, because that's kind of the one thing that Lionel's metallics never seem to really give off the perfect metallic look that they're supposed to, and this one does. These diecast are mostly plastic. I'm not sure if there might be a little bit of metal in the body, but 90% of these seem like it's plastic. It's kind of hard to tell, but you see they're very nicely detailed. The molds are very nice. Even got detail on the wheels, got the single lug nut in the middle painted. Said every sponsor detail is there. Every sponsor logo is nice and clear. These ones do have the drivers inside of them. The other weird thing that's popping up now is at Walmart, people are finding a different set of 143 scale cars like this. Same company and everything, but they're on bases and don't have the drivers. And I think they added the McLaren for some reason. I think it's even the updated Ferrari from what these ones are. So I'm not sure what's going on or why Burago is just suddenly taking over, but it's really cool to see. Now we just need to get some IndyCar diecast back on retail shelves so we can, get a lot. It's cool now that you can have Formula 1 diecast sitting next to NASCAR diecast inside a Target now. That is really awesome. So that's really cool looking diecast. Here we have the number 44 of Lewis Hamilton. So that's the one downside of Formula 1 is that they keep their cars identical for teams, and there's usually just tiny, minor little differences. In this case, you can see that the, whatever you want to call those things, around the wheel, they're blue on the 63 and they're yellow on the 44. Same thing with the numbers. As you can see, are different. And you can see they actually do have the individual helmet details painted for each driver. Said for such a little diecast, these things are very nicely detailed. Look at that helmet. You can see it is perfectly recreated. Again, that beautiful metallic silver. Said if you can find these in person, just look at the metallic silver closely because it just looks fantastic. It is way better than Lionel's metallic paint. Just a really cool set of diecast. And they are all different. These aren't all just the same, body copied and pasted. They actually do have their individual, looks and stuff. Next up, we have the 11 of, I believe his name is Sergio Perez, for the Oracle Red Bull 11. The Red Bull cars are probably going to be the most popular out of all these. Based on the few times I've seen these at stores, the Red Bulls are gone first, especially, the number one here. But everybody loves Red Bull cars, and these new, matte finish Red Bull Oracle cars are just fantastic. Oracle was the sponsor that was going to apparently sponsor Kyle Busch at Joe Gibbs Racing to keep him there, but something fell through at the last minute. But that was reported that was the sponsor that was going to keep Kyle at Joe Gibbs Racing. So we could have seen that in NASCAR, and if they're interested in NASCAR, maybe we still will see them at some point, but I guess they didn't want to pay Kyle's numbers. I don't know. But the wheels are rubber on these things, if I didn't mention that before. Got Hard Rock Cafe. That's a fun little sponsor right there. So they're just really well made diecast here. Or if they're even diecast, like I said, they seem like they're mostly plastic, but just really cool diecast. Next, we got easily the most popular out of all of these, and that is Max Verstappen's #1 Red Bull Oracle machine. This is the champion of the series, I know, and basically dominates everything right now. It's one of the reasons why I can never really get into F1. It's like, it seems like 90% of the races are won by this guy, and if he doesn't win, he finishes second. It's like, I don't know if it's just car-based or driver-based, but it seems like, I assume Red Bull must have something with their cars, because they are just like, I'm sure he's going to win the championship this year, too, just because it seems like he's won, like, every single race, but you can again see the great helmet detail. It's funny how Cash App sponsored Bubba Wallace and NASCAR for like a few races and then just kind of immediately left. That was really odd. Well, now there's a little flaw right there. The red on the wheel doesn't really go all the way around there. Looks like that was printed a little wrong. So there, they have occasional flaws. Really good looking. Next up we have the 16 of, I believe his name is Charles Leclerc or something like that. So I'm pretty sure that these ones are definitely older because if I'm not mistaken, UPS is no longer a sponsor on the Ferraris. I believe there's something else there now. Got Amazon on the car. Like, look at those tiny little Shell V-Power logos on the front wing. Really nice looking car. And next up we have the 55 car, who I have no idea who it is. Like I said, I don't know entirely every Formula One driver, and I cannot even understand what that signature back there is. It looks just like some initials or something, so somebody tell me who the 55 car is. But, again, so just very nicely detailed. Why don't we then take a look at some of the boxes that these things come in. Instead, they're just in little boxes. Most of them do have each driver in the back because they are just kind of team boxes, as you can see in the background with the Red Bull. Each team has their own boxes, but they usually do have each driver somewhere. See, you can get a 1/18 scale version of this from Burago, as well as 1/24 scales. They do make 1/24 scale Formula One cars too. Got an extra one of this just because I do like Shell, as you obviously know by now. I like getting different types of Shell vehicles, and this one I had to buy another one of just because, you know, being this is the champion and this is the very popular one, so I was just like, when I saw a second one, I was like, I'll buy it. Yes. There you can see the box if you're interested in that. So these are 143 scale if you're looking like, you know, a nice scale deal here. If you want to compare it to a few things, like there is an authentic of Ryan Blaney's car. What else we got over here? Here's an Oscar Mayer Rainermobile for no reason. Here is a Disney Pixar car. Lightning McQueen is a police car. Here is a Hot Wheel. I love that they made that because, you know, it is Lancia's colors, but for anyone who's a Transformers fan, straight up Wheeljack right there. You can get a die-cast of Wheeljack. I wonder if it was, you know, entirely coincidental or not, because apparently Mattel and Hasbro are working together now, and there's going to be Transformer Hot Wheels, so have to wait and see if they get licensed ones like that. And speaking of Transformers, here's one of the old, you know, Hot Wheel-sized Transformers they used to make. Here's a Star Wars Arc 170 that I bought a couple days ago. What else we got? Here is Unicron. I don't know. Here is a monster truck. Hot Wheels monster truck. But I guess that's enough for there. But there you can have an idea of some of the scaling here. But like I said, really cool diecast here. These seem pretty popular so far. Like I said, when these first started popping up, everyone was it was blowing up the internet. You had all the accounts being like, whoa, wait, what? Formula 1 diecast in Target? And it seems like a lot of people are buying them. Like, I've seen original Big Bri, I'm pretty sure, has reviewed at least one or two of them. I'm pretty sure David Land bought them. Like, they're getting around. If they're popular enough, hopefully these stay around, and hopefully we get more of these. Like I said, there is already a different line of them in Walmart. I don't know if I'll review those or not. I haven't even seen them yet, but apparently there's a separate set of them that are going into Walmart, so just have to wait and see there. But I think that's pretty much all there is to say. This has been a review of some of the Burago Formula 1 143 scale diecast from Target. Hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.